It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And center stage belongs to Matthew Stafford. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Rams.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an
And
interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. To throw is Stafford.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Down to the 25. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 21-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. This defense for the Rams very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand. Just
touchdown! George Pickens,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Condors take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But you look at this defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Jackson now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Kendrick.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Jackson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Touchdown, Rams! Puka Nacua. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Rams have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact in that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Escapes the defender.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. Short throw, it's Higbee. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Short pass caught by Henry. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Grant. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. First and 10 upcoming. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Roquan Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Here's Stafford. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few out of this drive. First and 10. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now a 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline
36-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Here's a give to Dalvin.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Tucker's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford now to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Jackson.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
Touchdown!
George Pickens.
For his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
Again, back in front. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. L.A. set to take over again on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a bet. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Jackson right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut about back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down at Stafford.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. On a gain of 3 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jakeem Grant, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams have come back to make it a 2-point game.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On the counter, it's Edwards. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
He had the touchdown pass on that previous drive, number 25 for him on the year. And he'll look to keep it rolling. 1st down.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. It's to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
On 3rd down, here's a run by 8.
For halftime. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Fielded at the 33.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
Jackson.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin across the Hudson from Manhattan in the borough of Brooklyn. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. The Jaguars still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Kenny Pickett sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bucs trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback Lamar Jackson. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Jackson now. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw again is Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. And maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He finds his target, Beckham. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. Jackson now off the bootleg. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now we got a player in some discomfort after that last play, and not the guy you want to see. That's quarterback Matthew Stafford. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taken in at the 11. 13 yards the tally on the return there. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run here with Akers.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Akers again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Puka Nacua
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He completes it to Beckham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
Roquan Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
At the Rams' 40-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 35. And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Now Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. It's caught by OBJ. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll run here with Dobbins.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
56 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Edwards will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Dobbins is into the end zone. Touchdown.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Now a first down throw. Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Rams.
Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Stafford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the shot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Stafford here coming off his pick 6.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
A 36-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
So now Stafford and the Rams
down by 2 touchdowns. 1:51 on the clock. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
Now Stafford.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they take a knee. Right game. And they will take a knee here. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for Tokyo,
the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.